Hi, my name is David, and just 90 seconds from now, I'm going to let you in on something every person is secretly obsessed with. It's something they crave. More than love, more than money, even more than sex. And the craziest part is this special secret holds the key to discover the inner secrets to strengthen and rekindle a person's total love, attention, and devotion for a lifetime. But not one couple in 1,000 knows it exists, and those that do almost never share it with another soul. But after 12 years working with thousands of amazing couples as a relationship coach, I've witnessed that these inner secrets are the key to a person's heart, because once you understand them, you will be able to make your relationship happier, affectionate, and healthier for life. You'll also hear real-life stories of people who use these secrets to maintain the deepest love in their lives, all from seemingly hopeless situations. And how you too can have the happiness you deserve in your relationship and marriage. Because no matter how bad your situation looks right now, even if you are worried your partner is losing interest after getting intimate with them too soon, even if you have lost hope that your partner will commit deeper to you, and even if they have been completely ignoring you, it doesn't matter. Because the moment you discover this secret in a person's heart, a trigger so secret that 99% of women and men don't even know it exists, you will feel much more prepared to face the challenges within the relationship and how to recover your marriage and keep confident even in the most difficult circumstances. Without even noticing, they will put the relationship first, and all other problems and challenges will fade from their minds. Because when you tap into a person's most primal inner desire, you literally become their obsession. And even though they're starting to feel the deepest love connection of their life, they won't know why. Because this secret flies completely under their radar. So now you're probably wondering what this secret is, right? Well, to put it simply, it's a newly discovered primal drive that all men and women are powerfully influenced by without even knowing it. Every man and woman you know agonizes over this primal drive more than anything else, even the sex drive. In fact, this drive is so hardwired into a person's mind that it subconsciously controls everything they do, from the moment they wake up to the moment their head hits the pillow at night. It's something now that I believe it's the biggest secret to loving your partner and developing a deeper relationship in a couple's life. In fact, it doesn't matter how in love or infatuated a person is. If the partner they're with doesn't bring out their special instinct, they will always feel that something important is missing, and they'll eventually seek out a partner who knows this secret. On the other hand, when you know how to trigger a person's special instinct, their heart will be yours, and yours alone. And they'll go to the ends of the earth to make you happy. How can this be possible? It's because this special instinct is a biological drive just like hunger, thirst, and sex. But once this drive is triggered, it becomes more powerful than all three combined, which makes it virtually impossible for them to ignore. And in a few minutes, you'll see how you can use all the secrets I've discovered that will save your relationship or marriage and will make it much better. And I must warn you, when you use these strategies and secrets in your relationship for the first time, get ready, because suddenly you will discover that your relationship will never be the same, because you will master everything you need to develop a healthier relationship, happy and lasting for life. But first, I want to show you how all these strategies and secrets work for a real couple. I'd like you to meet my friend Caroline. She is one of my favorite clients. If you knew her, I bet you would be friends right from the start, because she's like that with everyone. But for some strange reason, she always had the worst luck in her relationship. One night I got a call as I was closing the office to go home. It was Caroline, and I recognized it immediately: the lump in her throat, the pain in her voice. I rushed to meet her at Starbucks around the corner from my office because of her runny eyeliner and puffy, red eyes. It was obvious that this time it was really bad. She told me about her husband Mark 3 months ago. They were living like a happy couple and in love with each other. He did everything right. He would surprise her and always literally planned fun and romantic dates every night. And Caroline felt as if she was finally experiencing the love she had wanted for so long. That was until 3 months later, when something every person in a relationship dreads happened. Caroline noticed the signs in Mark's voice for the first time. He was suddenly so quiet and distant, and Caroline didn't know why or what she had done wrong. Before they were almost inseparable, you could practically feel the sparks flying between them, but now that burning love seems to have disappeared. He didn't call as often anymore, and whenever she texted him, he would reply hours later with short one-word responses. Caroline kept her cool and acted cool, but after 2 days they barely spoke. Caroline reached a boiling point and, even though she never intended to appear needy, she always tried to talk to him at home, but he almost always ignored her. It wasn't until the following week that Mark finally took notice of her. Caroline wanted to scream, but before she had the chance, Mark apologized and told her he had a lot of things to do at work. He assured her that everything was fine and suggested dinner the next night at her favorite restaurant. So, he promised he would make an appointment. Caroline had no idea. Mark was just telling her what she wanted to hear. When Caroline heard this, she felt like she could finally breathe again, and that night she slept like a baby for the first time in days. The next day, she came home early from work to get her hair done and put on Mark's favorite dress. So, she waited for him to come back from work. After he got back from work, he said he was very tired, and they didn't go out that night. Mark started pulling away from the relationship for no reason, and she felt too embarrassed to even call her friends or family for support. She didn't understand how something so perfect could disappear so quickly. I hadn't had my coffee. I rubbed my eyes, cleared my throat, and asked if I could see her cell phone. I wanted to see how bad things really were. My heart sank as I scrolled through pages of unanswered text. But then something caught my eye. It was the last message Mark sent Caroline before walking away. There was a sentence in it that caught my attention. It was almost like a hidden cry for help, and that's when I had a hunch. We raced back to my office and dug through my notes from previous clients. Sure enough, buried in one of those notes was the same central sentence from Mark's text message. As I scanned more of these notes, variations of the same phrase appeared over and over again. I realized that I had found a pattern, and it occurred to me that this pattern was linked to a deeply ingrained obsession in every person's mind. That's when it all made sense. I suddenly knew exactly what Caroline had to do. It was a long shot, but I explained my idea to her. I told her that since Mark was ignoring her, she needed to know some strategies and secrets with a signal that would immediately get his attention, even changing actions, behaviors, and dialogue. So, I gave Caroline the practical guide she could use to save her marriage and improve her relationship with Mark. And even though I didn't realize it at that time, I had just created the first secret sign, because hidden in this handy guide were important secrets and techniques that were about to change everything. Caroline was skeptical at first, but as she read this handy guide, her eyes lit up and I knew she understood, so she crossed her fingers and started putting these techniques into practice. Caroline was shocked when that same week Mark completely changed his behavior. It was a shaky voice that took her instantly and made her listen more carefully to the words he spoke. He said, "I realized I was failing in our relationship and I have to fix this. I need to love you more and more because you are everything in my life." He never looked more certain of anything. She immediately felt that their relationship had completely changed. She began to get glimpses of a deeper vision of Mark. He was much warmer and more open, and he looked healthier and happier too. Before long, they were deeply in love again and thought it all started with that secret sign in Caroline's how-to guide. Now if you are going through something like Caroline was, I want you to know that it's not your fault. It's not something you did or didn't do, because a person's heart will always be elusive until you understand what drives you on a primal instinctual level and how the subtle things you say and do affect another person deeply. And it all boils down to understanding the expectations, secrets, and strategies within the relationship. And now you're probably wondering what exactly those secrets are. Right on the surface, it's a biological drive deep within every person to feel needed. In other words, men and women are secretly obsessed with feeling irreplaceable, like they're the only one for the job, but it goes much deeper than that. They are so strongly attracted to anything that makes them feel that way, that it is the driving force behind their every thought and action, without them even knowing it. To some extent, a man or woman can satisfy this hidden need through their work, hobbies, or friends, but nothing in the world can satisfy this need like a partner who knows this secret. Now pay close attention because this is the most important part of this presentation that you see, the awakening. A person's instinct is the surest way to keep a love between a couple. In fact, there's nothing more attractive to a person because that makes you their main obsession in life, and here's the secret to how that works. You become a person's obsession not by meeting their needs, but by revealing your own. In other words, it's not about trying to please them. It's about giving this person a way to please you, which allows your partner to feel like they are actively winning you over. And this is where it's so critical. It's almost impossible for a person to feel like they're in love if they don't feel like they're earning that love. When you do this, it makes the relationship more real and deeper. For the first time, your partner feels like they are falling in love with you over and over again. All the past relationships seem like a shadowy shadow of the passionate, urgent love they now feel for you. And it's because you've given your partner their first taste of true love. And when you do, notice how their desire for you suddenly increases. How this person will care for you, love you, and understand you in a way that they never could have before. Because now your partner is really at their best with you and will be grateful every day that they found you. That's what happened when Caroline used those strategies with Mark. These simple and occult techniques completely changed the way he saw her in his life, and it came as a real surprise to me as well. In truth, I was so shocked by the power of that secret signal that I became obsessed with finding more of them. I realized that they needed to work in person and also over the phone or text. They also needed to be simple and easy to use, without spending months studying the depth of psychology behind them. But most importantly, they had to increase a person's attraction and devotion in a way that they feel completely natural. So, I locked myself in my office and dug through my notes, courses, and transcripts of years of coaching sessions. And at first, it was slow. But then I noticed something strange. Each time one of these couples found the love and romance they were looking for, I could trace it back to a single moment, a moment when they somehow signaled to their partner and awakened a part of their mind that told them exactly what they wanted, and they can see that there was something special about this woman or this man. Sometimes it was a simple phrase, a thoughtful gesture, a change in behavior, or even a combination of all of these, as in the case of Caroline, but they all had one thing in common: they seemed to trigger a strong emotional reaction in their partner, awakening their instinct and instinctively making them observe you with new eyes. And that was always the turning point. Each time I discovered one of these signs, I wrote everything down in this little black notebook. I carry it with me everywhere, and I call them secret signs because of their incredible ability to capture a man or woman's undivided attention, awakening deep feelings of love without them even knowing why. So, not too long ago, I started sharing them with a small group of couples I was coaching at the time. I told them Caroline's story and taught them how to use the secret signals for themselves. And every time I did, I was surprised to learn how well they worked. Every man and woman instantly went from their partner's indifference to the thoughtful gestures, long talks, and loving intimacy they've always wanted. The more couples I showed them to, the more I realized how empowering these signs were and how many lives they could change. And I knew at that moment I had to do everything in my power to get them out to the world and give these secret strategies to the men and women who needed them most. Over the past few months, I've taught these signs to men and women who are going through as many different relationship situations as you can imagine. Whether they were emotionally unavailable, boyfriends, girlfriends, bored and distant spouses, or even ex-boyfriends or ex-girlfriends who didn't pay attention to them. The real success stories I've heard are none other than amazing men and women who were close to giving up on their relationship and now have partners going overboard to make them feel truly loved. And now, based on their amazing feedback, I've refined and perfected each secret sign, added step-by-step instructions for each one, included tips, training, and examples I've developed along the way, and created a complete program called Secrets for a Happy Marriage: How to Use Secrets and Strategies to Overcome the Challenges Within the Relation and Have a Happier and Lasting Relationship. It's the first and only step-by-step program that lets you skip all the frustrations and connect directly to a person's heart in a way that captures their love and attention forever. Inside, I reveal the secrets, techniques, and strategies I discovered and show you exactly how to use them in your authentic way to spark the romance you crave tonight. Once you learn and practice these signals, you will notice an immediate difference in how your partner reacts to you. You will have the easy ability to make the best decisions within the relationship and create an incredible connection almost instantly. Any doubts you have about how a woman or man feels about you will take a back seat. When you see the unmistakable signs of desire, how they hang on every word, it tells you that they only have eyes for you and that they can't wait to see you again. This program is dramatically different from anything you've ever experienced because it's customizable to your exact situation, no matter how unique it is. So, if you just want that amazing spark of chemistry, that warm vibe of connection daily to save your marriage and your relationship, then this guide will show you exactly what to do to make that a reality. I've taken all the guesswork out, providing you with the exact actions you need for whatever situation you're in. Because after 12 years of fixing some of the worst relationship disasters, I've seen what really works in real life for real men and women, just like you. That's why I know this will work for you, even if you feel like you've tried everything else before. Here are just a few of the secrets you're about to discover. You will discover a secret sign. I call it glancing behavior, and I think you'll love this one because it gives the person a taste of who you really are, in a way that can be nurtured and encouraged if you start simply by showing love, understanding, and empathy for your spouse or partner. As you use this simple signal, watch their eyes change as a light blooms in your mind of how the future will be more and more amazing for you. You will also learn to make a conscious decision to see the positive side of things and events and to always comment positively on what is happening. This will go a long way towards changing your personal outlook on life from a positive basis. One way to show care is to do things for your partner that make life easier without expecting a reward in return. A relationship cannot really move forward in the long run unless a real multi-level relationship develops between the partners. Making a positive impact means starting from a positive base all the time, as change will not happen from a negative and critical base. Being a positive person is attractive and encouraging to those around you. When you use this on a person, notice how your partner feels an overwhelming urge in his heart to be with you. This is so intense that it consumes all their thoughts. I'll show you how to avoid and change negative attitudes to develop a better relationship. Not being in touch with your own inner feelings about life and real issues and not knowing yourself can make you unable to communicate or share properly on an emotional level. So, you need to change this with your partner to allow them to understand how you really feel about things, then they can walk with you and help you deal with problems. The silent actions every person should know will put your partner's instincts into high gear and instantly make you more attractive. These signals are silent because you still don't have to say a single word. Your partner will have tunnel vision for you with truer and deeper love. Even from across the room, you'll know it's working when they start trying to get your attention and make you smile. Did you know that you can actually use a person's selective hearing to your advantage? All you have to do is use simple phrases and gestures every day. It is every person's secret because it will fill them with a deep trust in you as their only confidant. They will even open up to you more than before. You'll discover how to tap into a person's natural instincts within the relationship to develop your love deeper and get their undivided attention at ease. If you're tired of them being on the phone all the time, being sarcastic and dismissive, or not being there in the moment with you, this is specifically for you because it allows you to turn the tables by putting your partner into serve and protect relationship mode for attention and admiration. Most people don't know this, but there is a little-known quality that is scientifically proven to be the biggest factor in choosing a man or woman within a marriage or relationship. This is how some couples manage to keep the relationship and the flame of love always lit for a long time through the love instinct. The problem is that everyone in the world is born with this seductive quality, but if you don't know how to use it, your relationship may not last very long and your commitment to each other will slowly wane due to the lack of that instinctual attraction. I'm going to show you a simple way to tap into your own strengths at any time to save your relationship and marriage. I'm sure you'll agree that not knowing where you are in a relationship can be torture. Sometimes that's why I can't wait to show you the communication and dialogue skills you can innocently use with your partner to put their worries to rest, because it allows you to get inside your partner's mind and hear what they are thinking, but they can't tell you. These simple skills will reveal secrets like a secret button that is a magic key to their heart. And that's a game changer, because once you know these communication techniques and skills, you'll not only know what they really think of you, but you'll also be able to instantly refocus their attention and desire on you whenever they want. If you've recently gone through an estrangement with your partner or spouse, the next step is really important, because, in 99% of cases, there's only one thing they can hear that matters. These communication skills will instantly reshape the way they portray you in their life. The best part is that it's impossible to ignore, resist, or think of a way out. Just put those communication skills into practice and watch how quickly they will seek to get back to you. Because of the way this sign taps into instinct, it's your strongest shot at getting your relationship back on track. That next step is important because it is the main reason many couples break up. This is the most important thing you'll ever read about couples and commitment. Simply knowing something will get you into their mind like never before. Once you know these signs, you will never again be taken aback by their sudden distance or lack of interest. Instead, your partner will think you are reading their mind and will thank you for it every day. You'll also discover this secret currency of happy relationships. It turns out that every day there are small chances to make emotional deposits in your relationship to grow and strengthen the bond you have with your loved one. That signal is surprisingly powerful. In fact, studies show that performing these simple deposits cuts the separation rate in half. Then be sure to use this one, because it revs up your partner's instincts and they will feel an emotional connection with you like they've never felt before. Have you ever wished your partner would fight for you? Just use those techniques and secrets in your dialogue that your partner desperately wants to hear, and they will fall into stalker mode where will do anything to make you happy. These little behaviors, actions, and conversations speak directly to the heart of a person, and once you start doing that, they will begin to see you as their top priority and will put your heart and soul into showing how much you mean to them. Your loved one will live to see that look of surprise and delight on your face when they once again surprise you with a romantic gesture. This is number 1 on most couples' relationship materials checklist. It's the key to making love last, and when you do, they will be scared of losing you because they'll realize that would be the biggest mistake they've ever made. Unlike many other signals that are designed to work very quickly, this signal has more of a snowball effect that gets stronger over time. That's why you must use these techniques and skills to keep your love for life. Do you sometimes feel like they are ignoring you? I'll show you what you can do that's sure to get their full attention. It's all about the tone, actions, and little behaviors you use. Just do these simple steps, and notice how often they start to care more about you. They will start being more considerate no matter how busy they are. It's because those little moments will be the most exciting part of the day, and these are just some of the amazing signs that you will soon have within your reach. When you experience how easy and happy relationships can be, the past will seem like a bad dream. But even when I say this, you might be wondering, does this really work for me? And that's a good question. The truth is, I can't make that promise without knowing how seriously you take your happiness. How confident are you that you deserve the best? But just the fact that you're here now says a lot. You are already ahead of 99% of other people. And I know this to be true because if this discovery has taught me anything, it's that there are 2 types of people in this world. People who get what they really want in life because they're brave enough to try. And people who don't because they are simply not ready yet. And if that's you, it's fine, but this program is for the type of person who knows what's worth and doesn't settle for more with less. My question for you is, are you that kind of person? Are you ready for that special man or woman to love you the way you've always dreamed? Are you ready to see the expression on your partner's face when no one can get their attention but you? Are you ready to know how much they love you and trust you, hug you, listen to your dreams, protect your happiness, and want you like no one else? Since you are here now, I know the answer is yes, and I know you have been paying attention to some important things. And by now I'm sure you've realized how powerful this really is. And you're probably feeling it as I'm talking about these things. You are imagining specific ways to use them in your life. And now you must be wondering, how can I get started? Well, I'm going to answer that question and show you exactly how in just a moment. But first, let me ask you, what is it worth to you to get rid of those feelings of heartache and hopelessness forever, because you finally have the one skill that can unlock true, lasting love? What's the point of never having to lie awake at night worrying because you're so sure their heart is yours unconditionally? How much is it worth to be able to save and restore your marriage and have a healthy, happy relationship? Being the person where your partner instinctively senses and feels a strong attraction to you. I've worked and been told they can't put a price on what they've learned and what it's done to their relationships. They simply agree that I cannot put a price on the true happiness it brings them. And the peace that comes with being able to regain and maintain a wonderful relationship and love and be loved the way they deserve. And I'm sure you would agree that I've seen plenty of people pay relationship coaches and counselors thousands of dollars. They spend a lot of money and time to get these types of results, and even the exact types of results that you're probably looking for right now. But as you have found the Secrets for a Happy Marriage program today, you will be able to gain access to this powerful knowledge along with the entire suite of secret strategies and techniques and not have to pay thousands of dollars for a much greater benefit. Here it is. If you're here, it's because I personally invited you or a close friend of mine did. And that's because I want to limit this program to people who are ready to get what they deserve. And now it's clear to me that you deserve it. I want you to be one of the few people who know how to get your relationship back on track and make it better and happier with these signs and strategies. So, if you can promise me that you're ready to use this knowledge to transform your life and your relationship, I'd like to welcome you into our community of people with happy relationships with our most powerful program, Secrets for a Happy Marriage. I can't wait for you to experience the same success as many of the people I've coached. At first, I felt this to be fairer to women who paid up to $1,000 for the same knowledge. I'd had to charge at least the price of a single coaching session, and I'm sure you'll agree it's more than worth it, especially since this program is yours for life and you can come back to it anytime you want. But later, as I embark on this journey with you today, I almost feel like we met because I've helped people right where you are now who are happier than they ever thought possible. I've also seen people decide that the price of a coaching session is a lot to pay for a lifetime of affection, companionship, and love. And they let that same happiness slip through their fingers, all because of a price tag. And I learned my lesson. I don't want this to happen to you. That's why today I want to drop the price even further, because I want to thank you for spending your valuable time watching this video, and because if you've made it this far, it's clear that you're ready to have that happiness and romance all to yourself. If you take action right now through just today's special video presentation, you can get instant access to everything for a secure one-time payment of just $47. And you can feel good knowing that your decision to get the Secrets for a Happy Marriage program today is fully warranted. As you can see, I strongly believe that the Secrets for a Happy Marriage program is so powerful and so different from anything you've tried before that I'm going to take all the risk off you and give you a full 60 days to try it and see for yourself how much better it will be your relationship with your spouse. Here's what I mean. Download your Secrets for a Happy Marriage right now and start going through it. You can easily read it all in the afternoon, but for now, just pick the best parts that catch your eye and try them out for yourself. When you watch how quickly things fall into place, watch how your relationship will change for the better. They will listen to your every word and only have eyes for you. Feel the natural confidence that flows through you when you see the way your partner reacts to you now, and experience how easy it is to get the love and attention you desire. Just putting some of these secret strategies into practice, I guarantee that within 60 days, your partner will see you with new eyes, as the only person who makes them truly happy, as the person they love more than anyone or anything in the world. But if you're not absolutely thrilled with this program for whatever reason, just email me and I'll quickly and happily refund 100% of your money, no hard feelings, and even then I ask that you keep the entire program so that it's there when you need it most, because more than anything, it's important to me that you get the results you're looking for. And by keeping this program as your personal resource, you'll feel good knowing that you have everything you need to change your life forever. Now you have an important decision to make. In fact, it's possibly one of the most important decisions you'll ever make. It's a decision that will have a dramatic effect on not just your romantic relationship and social life, but on your whole life as well as your daily happiness, and that's what matters. You can continue from here and continue doing what you've been doing and, of course, you'll continue to get the same results, but you and I both know that you deserve better than that, otherwise you wouldn't be here or now. You can click the button below and get immediate access to this life-changing guide with its powerful secrets that will totally transform your love life, your relationship, and your marriage forever. At the end of the day, I can't make the decision for you. It's up to you to take advantage of this heavily discounted price while it's still available. All you need to do is click the button below to get started right away. Remember, you risk nothing because this program is fully guaranteed, and this program is yours forever. No matter what you decide, it's really simple, and I wouldn't make this promise if I wasn't absolutely sure it would work for you. This program has already proven to work for many people around the world in all walks of life. So, by clicking the button below, you can be confident that you are about to stop struggling and finally have the same fulfilling and pleasurable relationship for yourself. So go ahead right now and click the button below and enter your information in the secure encrypted form on the next page. Your information is 100% confidential to ensure complete privacy. It all takes less than 5 minutes, and when you're done, you'll have full access to this powerful program. And when you look back on your life, you'll remember this moment as a crucial turning point because this is the time when things start to fall into place for you. You no longer have to worry like you did previously. You won't have to feel stuck and frustrated like before. Right now, your life and your relationship can change because one thing is certain: this program will give you newfound confidence and self-assurance that will become a permanent part of you. Your relationship will be so deep that nothing can shake you. Your friends and family members won't be able to explain it, but they will be amazed at how much better your relationship will be. It is important to emphasize that you will feel different, and your loved one will feel a deep certainty that you are the only true love in their life, the only person who makes them feel complete and who gives themselves to you and loves you to the fullest with the most important purpose in life. At this moment, I am giving you the key so that you can unlock this precious reality. All you have to do is go through the door and remember that right now you have the most power to change. It's up to you to decide between happiness and heartache, and that decision is the only thing that stands between you and the love and commitment you deserve. So seize this moment and start before it's too late. Again, this is David Wilson. Thanks for watching, and I look forward to seeing you inside. Click the Buy Now button below